Hello. We're off to run some errands. I've got Miss Lizzie in the back seat. She is headed into the vet's office to get some blood work done. I try to figure out why she is suddenly obsessed with eating paper and acting as if, she hasn't had a meal in a week. My vet says it could be something as simple as anemia, but we shall see. She is 15, so there's, really no real way of knowing without, doing the testing. She's not too sure what to think about being in the truck, in the back seat of the truck. But I don't trust that she would be stable enough with her old lady hips to ride in the bed. So she gets to ride in the back seat of the truck. Not too sure what to think about it. She's like pacing back and forth on the floorboard, and it's like, what am I doing? But I need to make a pit stop by my surgeon's office, pick up some paperwork that I was hoping that they would be able to fill out for my disability placard, since they're really the one that handles the reason I'm disabled, which is my herniated discs. But they don't fill those out. So unfortunately, I had to pick it up and take it over to my primary care provider. So, not too pleased with that, considering she fully believes that walking, if I just walked more, my 4 herniated lumbar discs and my 3 herniated cervical discs would get better and I could go back to work. If I just walked more. Okay. I think that. Really? Not being able to walk is one of the main reasons that I'm on disability in the first place. Because I can only walk very short distances before my back seizes up, my legs get weak, and start to buckle underneath me from neuropathy that is not going to be cured from walking. I'm like, I have pinched nerves going down, damaged nerves, permanently damaged nerves, going from my lumbar down both legs. Bilateral neuropathy. That is not going to be fixed by walking more. It's not going to suddenly go away so that I could go back to work. There's a reason why when I put in my paperwork for my disability, in one of the most difficult states to get approved, I was approved in less than 45 days. And that's because I have the medical records to show that I am permanently disabled. It's also a reason why when I was granted disability, I wasn't granted temporary disability. I was granted permanent disability. And that's because this does not fix. There is no fix for this. The best that can happen, and it's not the best for me, I mean, the best course treatment is spinal fusion, which all the way down through S1. My entire lower back would be one huge metal rod. Yeah, that's going to get me back into the workforce. Right. Because that's not going to make me any more disabled than I already am. My God. And, hello. The 3 herniated cervical discs are keeping my head from turning even 90 degrees to the left or to the right. I've got a small window where I can turn my head in either direction. Which is why I don't drive all that often anymore, because I don't feel safe doing it, because I can't effectively look and see what's coming up beside me or behind me. But walk more. If you want to get better, just walk more. And this is the person that is now going to be in the deciding seat whether or not I get disabled parking. Needless to say, I'm frustrated because I know this is now going to be an uphill battle with her. Arguing with her, saying, believing that I don't need it, I can walk just fine, and that I just need to exercise more to get better. Never mind the fact that my surgeon, who actually knows the inside of my body and knows my injuries well, has stated very clearly my limitations on exercise and movement. No walking on uneven or moving surfaces. No heavy lifting, no lifting over 10 pounds actually. Oh shoot, this is my exit. I was going in the wrong direction. I was going to one place when I need to go the other place first. No lifting over 10 pounds. No bending or twisting. No walking on uneven or moving surfaces. So I'm like, but yeah, go exercise. Exercise will make you better. Not happy. Not happy at all. Lizzie, if you would lay down, you'd be a lot more comfortable. Yeah? You can try to sit in the booster seat? Uh-huh. How'd that work out? Bonk. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Head, hip, butt, tail. I think she bonked everything just then, trying to get herself turned around. It's so funny because out where we are, the dogs are in their yard. The girls listen really well, so even if we are able to go out onto our acreage, and they stay close, and if on the rare occasion they decide that they're going to kind of wander a little far, all we have to do is call them and they come back. Arrow, not so much, but the girls come right back. So it's like, oh, trying to find a collar. And I'm like, we don't even own collars for the girls. Because, they don't need them at where we're at. Alles. So, yeah, I'm like, oh. So I will have to leave her in the truck while I run into my surgeon's office to get the paperwork. And leave her in the truck while I run into my doctor's office to drop off the paperwork. We'll see how many Karens present themselves today. And, oh my God, I left the dog in the truck. A poor dog. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. It's quite a thing here. Like so far as people have reported Husky owners and Great Pyrenees owners for leaving their poor dogs outside when it's 60 degrees and 50 degrees outside. I'm like, do you realize that they're cold weather dogs, and you actually bring them inside in those temperatures, they're probably going to be pretty miserable. They would much rather be outside where it's cold. That's what they're built for. It's currently 66 degrees here, and quite literally, I'm going to be in and out in probably less than 2 minutes, picking up paperwork, and in and out in probably less than 5, dropping off paperwork. So I'm not worried about her. She's not going to overheat and die. I'm more worried about her jumping from the back seat to the front seat and hurting her hip than I am about the temperatures today. Make assumptions. So she said she's got herself all worked up right now, and she's panting like crazy. Oh, lizard. And it's a drive for me. I was like, oh, I'm going to be at this place Tuesday evening, and they're like, oh, that could work. And of course that was 5 days ago, and I haven't heard from them. But I also don't want them to just show up and be like, and then me be like, whoops. So when I get stopped, I will have to message them 30-minute drive from my house to theirs, to where they, or to the part of town that they live in. So I'm like, sorry, I'm not making a special trip for $5. All I'm selling the speaker stands for. I'm like, it would cost me more in gas. So it's like, it's gonna be either you're gonna come to me and waste your gas, or you know, it's gonna be when I happen to be around, which this would have been a good timing. But my husband works in Pasco, so as we go back to plan A and send him with him. But you and that tail lizard, dangerous. Whacking stuff. So when I get up here, my doctor's offices are like 2 parking lots away from each other. So when I pause this, I'm going to leave you paused until I'm leaving my doctor's office. Just so that, you know, it's not a on and then off again like a minute and a half later. How late things were. Oh yeah, they're open till 5. Alright. So, we'll be back 2 and 2. just missed, right between the green tree and the maroon tree there, that little gap. You would have seen the life flight come in, because right on the other side of those trees is our hospital, major hospital that has helipads. Plenty of room back there, Beaver. I have to try to remember how to get to the vet's office. I'm not used to going to the vet's office because most of my vet services happen right in my living room. So, like, I'm pretty sure that I know I remember where she's at, but if not, I may have to pull over and get myself instructions. Could have done it right now, just trying to make a left. Nope, I'm already second guessing where I'm going. Lizzie, you're driving me crazy right now.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Stevens Drive. At the light, turn left onto Stevens Drive, then turn right.
Okay, I was on the right street, I was on the wrong block.
Take the next right, then your destination will be on the left.
Right street, wrong block. I'm like, I had this idea in my head that I knew where I was going. I think I'm in the wrong parking lot. Wrong part of the parking lot, but it's just gonna have to do. Alright, we'll catch you in a little bit. Alright. We shall see. Blood work will be back tomorrow. But she suspects that there may be some kidney disease starting because the eating paper. Stay in the back. Eating paper, losing a little bit of weight. Her age, obviously, plays a factor there. I have dog hair all over in my car. Yeah, see, right here's where I came out before. And took a left. Jerk face. Good thing I was paying attention. Having the hubby meet me at the place where the meeting is at. So that way I don't have to waste the gas to drive all the way home. And all the way, all the way back when he's passing right by where I'm going to be anyway. So he's going to be a little early. I'm going to be a little early. Sam's gonna be a little early. After the hubs picks up what time Sam gets there. Go get something to eat. There's not a whole lot of me-safe places to eat around there. But this is 5 o'clock Richland traffic. You guys have seen me on G-Way before. You know, the traffic's not usually like this, but, you know. This is Hanford traffic, mostly. I've got so much dog hair in the cabin of my truck right now. It's like just flying around, trying to go up my nose. Alright, so some crazy adventures. As you can see, I'm in a completely different location than in the last little tidbits. Oh yeah, my tool. Thank y'all. You're welcome. We at the dollar store. And so that I didn't have to pay, you know, you run my debit card for $1.25 plus tax. So what would that be, like $1.30? She paid for a new little scoring tool for me. Mine broke. And all I have left are the really sharp ones that, you know, slice my paper rather than actually scoring my paper. So but finally making our way home. It is 8:30 at night. It'll be almost 9 by the time I get home. My med alarm has already gone off twice. Not home to take my meds, so the onus is on me to remember to take them when I get home, because my alarm is not going to go off again to remind me. as well for me. Crashed out this early last night too. Slept until like 8 this morning. Oh yeah, I think I'm must be at the crash end of my insomnia. Because I am exhausted all the time. And if I'm not moving, I just will fall asleep without control. And like, you know, when you're tired, usually you realize that you're falling asleep, right? Not me, not lately. It's like I'm awake and then I'm not. And next thing I know, I'm awake. Okay, I'm hearing sirens. I'm not sure where they're at. They are not behind me. I see if they're going over the overpasses behind me. Cruise control sets. This car behind me and to my left. Like, hello, turn your headlights on. I was gonna say, especially since it's a little car and it's a little white car, it's very difficult to see. You know, even though it's not like super dark yet. Most cars, their headlights turn on automatically at this, you know, this light level. Apparently not theirs, but they should have their headlights on. And you would think that driving into oncoming traffic, seeing everybody else's headlights on, would clue somebody in to turn theirs on. Apparently not. I will be glad to be home. I'm gonna put my heating pad on my back. Put this thumb drive, little zippy card thing into my laptop and get it started on uploading and conjoining and doing all the fun stuff that it's got to do before I can upload it to YouTube. I'm gonna sit with some heat on my back, on my hips. All this driving and everything else has got me hurt as usual. And the meeting place that we were at, where we had our meeting, was up 3 flights of stairs. No elevator, no, just stairs. Like, holy. nobody else around, so it must have been something that came in through my vents. Something, you know, some environmental factor came in through the air vent, because nothing else is new in my truck. Except for all the dog hair. It was funny when my husband picked her up, you know, met me at the meeting place and picked her up. He like opens up the back door and he's like, "Oh my Lord, look at all that hair." You falling off the dash, guys. Alright, my suction cup let loose. Random. Yeah, he was like, "Oh my God, there's hair everywhere." I'm like, "Yep." Coat that has refused to let loose despite all the rubbing and the scratching and the brushing and everything else that we've been doing. The coat, the winter coat that has refused to let go, chose my back seat to let go. Apparently she just needed a car ride to trigger her shed. Because now, there's fur everywhere. Everywhere. That suddenly not wanting to hold on. Hopefully it stays put this time for the rest of the drive.